In this video, I'm going to go over both the structuring and the assignments of Unit 1. So go ahead and click on the Learning Units button on the left. I'm going to scroll down. Here is the Unit 1 folder, and you can see a brief overview with this list, and then I will post this video right here. I'm going to go into Unit 1. This is, last year I posted the video again. I could do that. This is the master list of all the assignments that are given for Unit 1. They're listed by due date. So you can see the red due date. So everything that's due January 25th, you can see the items listed here. So this would be, at a glance, you can see all of the assignments in Unit 1. Now I do have this broken up by due date. I use folders, and we'll look at that in a minute. But it's kind of nice to see the whole list, and then I think it's just helpful. All right, and then the next item is a PDF of that list of assignments, which you could print out. It could be helpful. Each unit will have sketch exercises. They're always due the last week of the unit. So I'm going to go ahead and go into the sketch exercise folder. I do have a video showing how to post your artwork in a wiki. So we use the wiki feature in Blackboard. This feature allows you to upload your sketches or your artwork for the projects. It'll allow you to upload that file, and then that your classmates and myself can see your artwork. So we use the wiki feature, so this video will show you how to do that. And then you can see there's two folders here. Each of them have a number of items within it. These are the sketch exercises. They're numbered. So the first one is exercise 2. This is taken from a sketch workbook by Betty Edwards is the author. We are also reading her book, part of it, and it's found online. I've given you the link. It's free. So that's where this is coming from. So basically with these sketch exercises, it'll describe to you what you need to do. It'll give you a suggested media that you'll be using on it, that particular exercise. If you don't have the exact media, it is okay. All right, so those are the sketch exercises. All right, I backed up a bit far. Next item is the create folder, that is the project for the unit. There's a brief overview on the outside here, a timeline. Every project will go through these 3 stages. Thumbnail, those are rough sketches, and I've got a number of resources that will show you what thumbnails would look like. So they're just concept sketches. They're intended to be done quickly. We generally use pencil. You could use a black pen. And I'm asking for 10 thumbnails, and you can see the due date. And then with submission with these steps with each project, I do require everyone to critique each other's drawings. So the critique is always due the next day. So you can see thumbnails are due Tuesday the 25th, and then the critique is due Wednesday the 26th. Okay, so you always have an additional day to get the critique done on everyone's work. So we're doing the thumbnails and the rough layout. The rough layout, you've chosen what you feel to be your most successful thumbnail, and that judgment on which one is most successful would be influenced by the critique of your fellow classmates. So, and I also will critique. So you will pick one of your rough layouts. The rough layout is full size, so it's the size that the project will be created. It's done just on paper, any kind of paper, and it's also done in pencil. So, but make sure that you choose a dark pencil, or if you prefer, you could do it in pen. That would be fine. And then the final layout for project 1, you can see here it's due the 8th. I'm going to go into the create folder. Topmost item is the project sheet. Here's some examples. Again, just some guidelines with critiquing each other's work. More examples, more examples. Everything else is examples. Let's look at the project sheet. So project one is it's referred to as being hidden pictures. And if you're familiar with the kids magazine named Highlights, within that magazine there would be an illustration, and the activity was the kids that were looking at the illustration would have to find hidden objects. So that's what we are doing. We're creating an illustration. It has a theme. The illustration has a theme, and then you've hidden objects within the illustration. So again, I've got a number of examples here, but let's look at the project sheet. All right, so this is worth 100 points. You can see the 3 stages of the project. The size of the project, finished size, is 6.5 by 8. So it's portrait, so that would mean that the 8 inches is the height. We're doing this on illustration board, so that would be the media that you would choose for the final layout. And illustration board was on our supply list. And then we're using black fine tip pens to ink in the illustration. And again, I have examples that you can look at. All right, so be sure to go through the project sheet. It will help clarify what your, what the project is. All right. It probably would be nice to take a look. These are PowerPoints. I need to export those as PDFs. It'll be better. I guess we'll take a look at these. Oh, this is just an overview of thumbnails. These are pretty tight thumbnails. This would be, well, this could be actually a finished layout. This has nothing to do with our project, but this is just some examples of some artwork that's developed. All right, so that is more leaning towards the thumbnail information. All right, so I will export these student work examples as PDFs. It'll be better. I shouldn't really have posted a PowerPoint. Okay, so review the information within the Create folder in regard to Project 1. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. All right. So next we have 3 weeks within Unit 1. Each week has its own folder. You can see that here. So all of the assignments that are due on January 25th are within this folder. So that's how I organize Blackboard. And then I use the structuring that was mentioned in the syllabus: research, discover, and create. So research means you have to either watch something or read it, and you can see the items here. I am posting some PDFs of our textbook, Exploring Illustration, so you can see those PDFs here. And then this next item is, I talked a bit about this a minute ago, our online text, which is Drawing on the Right Side of the Brain by Betty Edwards. So it's a free text online. I've given you the link, and so we are reading chapter 7. So it's listed right here. So under research, it'll identify what you need to either watch or read. And then under discover, I'm asking for some feedback. So either review questions, or I may have a Padlet that you would just give me your thoughts. And then you can see under the create here, this is the wiki in which you will upload your thumbnails. And I have a video here explaining how to upload in a wiki. If anyone has trouble with this, please let me know. So the best browser for working, especially with the wiki feature, is Chrome. So I would encourage everyone to use Chrome as your browser when you're in Blackboard. Okay, So you will upload your thumbnails in this wiki, and I can go ahead and so what I just opened it up, and in order to create your own wiki page, you will click on Create Wiki Page right here, top right, top left corner, and then you name it with your name, and then you will upload. Since I'm talking about it, I might as well do it. Then you go to the plus sign, and then insert local files, and now it's ready for me. I just identify my file, which would be my thumbnail file. So those thumbnails, either I scanned my drawn thumbnails or I took a picture of them with my phone or with a camera, and then I would just click on it here, and it would attach similar to like an email with an attachment, and then you click submit. That's it. Um, and then within each student's wiki page, so that'll be your page that will house your drawing. At the bottom, there's a comment button, and I showed this in the video, and that's where you critique, your fellow students' work. Okay. So if this is confusing, first of all, watch my videos that I've made, specific videos like the wiki one or whatever. And if you still have questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. All right, so that is the structuring. The discussion board. So I'm using the discussion board with our textbook Exploring Illustrations. So let me back up here. So again, under research, these are all of the either I'm going to have you watch a LinkedIn Learning, or I'll have you read something either out of the Exploring Illustration book or out of our online text, Drawing on the Right Side of the Brain. So with the Exploring Illustration, at the end of each chapter within our textbook, there are review questions. We're not doing the sketches. All we're doing at the end of each chapter, we're answering some of the questions. So I'm asking you to answer one question, and then you're putting your response in the discussion board. So you click on the blue link here, and then you create a thread. Okay, so that's how that works in case you have not used a discussion board. All right, so that is kind of an overview of Unit 1. If anyone has any questions, please reach out to me. To get the quickest response, text me. I just ask that you don't call my cell phone, but please feel comfortable texting my cell. Or you can email me as well. All right, very good.